She stopped eating this, and her knee pain vanished. Have you ever heard of this before? If you're suffering from joint pain or any type of arthritis, inflammation, bursitis, tendinitis, then you gonna want to watch this video, because there's one food that's probably making your joint pain worse every day. But if you stop eating it, it can vanish like magic. The X-ray showed severe bone-on-bone spurs on the inside of her knee, and the MRI showed severe cartilage damage all the way down to the bone. Number 1. It relieves joint pain. If you suffer from joint pain, there's one food that can help relieve that pain, and that food is fish. Fish is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, and omega-3 south are a type of fat that our body needs to stay healthy. There are certain foods that can help heal and repair your joints. One of the best is bone broth. Fortunately, there are natural remedies that can help alleviate symptoms of arthritis. One of the best is apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a popular home remedy for arthritis, and for good reason. It has anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce pain and swelling in the joints. But there are steps we can take to support healthy joints as we get older. Turmeric is a bright yellow spice that's often used in curry dishes. Most of it comes from the food we eat, but some of it is also produced by our bodies. There are many ways to recover from joint pain without taking pills. One of the best is to stay active. It may seem counterintuitive, but staying active is one of the best things you can do for your joints. Exercise helps keep the joints lubricated, and it strengthens the muscles around the joints. Just be sure to choose low-impact exercises like walking, swimming, or biking. You should also focus on stretching and flexibility exercises, which can help improve range of motion in your joints. When uric acid levels are too high, it can form sharp crystals in our joints. These crystals trigger an immune response in the body, which leads to inflammation and pain. This condition is known as gout, and it can cause sudden and severe pain in the joints. Gout is most commonly associated with the big toe, but it can also affect other joints, such as the ankles, wrists, and knees. Gout is usually treated with medications called NSAIDs, but there are also some natural ways to reduce uric acid levels in the body. One of the best is to cut back on purine-rich foods. Purines are substances that can raise uric acid levels. They're found in foods like organ meats, shellfish, and game meats. So if you're at risk for gout, you may want to limit your intake of these foods. Ginger is a root vegetable that can be used in stir-fries, soups, and marinades. Both turmeric and ginger contain compounds that can help reduce inflammation in the body. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Pain found that a combination of turmeric and ginger was effective at reducing knee pain in people with osteoarthritis. First, we need to eat a balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. We also need to stay active and do exercises that strengthen the muscles around our joints. Finally, we should consider taking supplements like glucosamine and chondroitin, which have been shown to improve joint health in people over 50. Glucosamine and chondroitin are natural substances that are found in our joints. They help lubricate and cushion the joints, and they can also reduce inflammation. Several studies have shown that taking glucosamine and chondroitin supplements can improve joint health and reduce pain and inflammation in people over 50. Plus, it's easy to use. Simply add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a glass of water and drink it before meals. You can also use it as a salad dressing or marinade. Just be sure to dilute it with water first. Bone broth is made by boiling animal bones and other tissue, and it's rich in collagen, which is a protein that helps keep our joints strong and healthy. Another great option is leafy green vegetables, such as kale and spinach. These vegetables are high in chlorophyll, which is a natural anti-inflammatory agent. Chlorophyll helps remove toxins from the body and reduces inflammation in the joints. Some other good options include avocados, broccoli, and bell peppers. All of these foods contain anti-inflammatory agents that can help heal your joints. But many people don't get enough of these fatty acids in their diet. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published a study in 2004 that showed that people who ate more fish, if you suffer from joint pain, then you likely have some degree of inflammation in your body. It's important for healthy joints because it helps to absorb shock and reduce friction. But unfortunately, cartilage doesn't get better on its own. If it's damaged, it needs help to heal. That's where collagen supplements come in. Collagen is the main protein that makes up cartilage. So taking a collagen supplement can help provide the building blocks your cartilage needs to heal. Studies have shown that taking collagen supplements can improve cartilage health and reduce joint pain and inflammation. That's why it's important to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. An anti-inflammatory diet is one that focuses on whole, unprocessed foods that have anti-inflammatory properties. This includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Anti-inflammatory diets also limit processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. By following an anti-inflammatory diet, you can help reduce inflammation in your body and alleviate joint pain. And seafood had less knee pain and stiffness than those who ate less fish and seafood. Also, the Nurses' Health Study, which followed more than 80,000 nurses for several years, found that those who ate 2 or more servings of fish per week had lower rates of developing rheumatoid arthritis. Now, you may be asking yourself, why does fish help reduce joint pain and inflammation? Well, fish is a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory. They help reduce inflammation in the body. And inflammation is what causes joint pain and stiffness. So by eating more fish, you can help reduce the inflammation in your joints and relieve pain. Also, fish is a good source of protein, which is important for maintaining healthy bones and muscles. And it's also a good source of vitamin D, which has been shown to reduce joint pain and inflammation. But what I didn't see was something that I've seen in hundreds of patients who have come to me with similar complaints. Conditions like osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, gout, lupus, bursitis, tendinitis, all of them are caused by inflammation. And inflammation is actually your body's natural response to injury or infection. When inflammation occurs in your joints, it can cause pain, stiffness, and swelling. But luckily, nature has given us many tools to fight inflammation. One of the best natural anti-inflammatory agents is turmeric. Turmeric is a spice that comes from the turmeric plant, and it's often used in Indian cooking. It has a bright yellow color and a bitter taste. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. In fact, curcumin is so effective at reducing inflammation, it's been compared to some of the most powerful anti-inflammatory drugs on the market today. Studies show that curcumin can reduce pain and inflammation in osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, and other inflammatory conditions. You can easily add turmeric to your diet by adding it to your food. For example, you can add turmeric to chicken, fish, or tofu stir-fries. You can sprinkle it on vegetables, or you can even add it to your smoothies. and that was severe bone-on-bone spurs. Usually, when you see spurring like this, it's accompanied with severe cartilage loss. But in this case, her cartilage was completely intact. It wasn't torn. It wasn't damaged. It was actually completely normal. And I said, "How is it possible you have no cartilage damage?" And she said, "Well, a few years ago, I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis, and I was given a choice to get a knee replacement or take these pills called glucosamine and chondroitin." And she said, "I decided not to take the pills and go the natural route and avoid carbohydrates and sugar, and now I'm here." So I operated on her and removed those spurs. And after surgery, we checked the pathology of the spurs, which showed they were made up of calcium, basically just like bone. They weren't made up of cartilage. And I said, "How is this possible?" And the pathologist said, "Well, sometimes people develop these spurs in response to overuse and wear and tear, but they're not true bone spurs. They're not osteophytes." So I went back and reviewed all the research on bone spurs, and I learned something that really surprised me. There is a very big difference between bone spurs that are made up of actual bone tissue and these types of spurs that are made up of calcium. So the ones that are made up of bone tissue are true osteophytes, and those can only be fixed with surgery. But these spurs that are made up of calcium, they're just like kidney stones, and they can often be dissolved with the right diet. So I'm an orthopedic surgeon, and this is the last pill you'll ever take. Now this video was inspired by one of my patients. She came to see me years ago with severe knee pain. She was limping when she walked. She couldn't bend down to tie her shoes without crying out in pain, and she had tried everything. She tried physical therapy. She saw doctors who injected her knee with cortisone shots. She even went to other surgeons who told her the only thing left to do was to replace her knee. Well, I took a different approach with her. I examined her knee and ordered an MRI and X-ray. And what I found was interesting. So here are the top 10 things that you need to know about the one food that can make your joint pain worse every day. No. 2. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is the root cause of most joint pain. No. 3. These are foods that actually heal your joints. Number 4. It's an arthritis remedy. There are many types of arthritis, but they all have one thing in common. They cause joint pain and inflammation. No. 5. It's an inflammation diet. Number 6. It repairs cartilage. Cartilage is a type of connective tissue that cushions the ends of our bones. Number 7. It's for healthy joints over 50. As we age, our joints start to break down. This can cause pain, stiffness, and inflammation. Number 8. It's turmeric and ginger. Turmeric and ginger are two natural anti-inflammatory agents that can help relieve joint pain. Number 9. It's uric acid. Uric acid is a natural substance that's found in our blood. And number 10. It's a no-pills joint recovery. So if you suffer from joint pain or any type of arthritis, then be sure to watch this video next. I'll see you there.